Hello darklings, my name is Sanniz and I'm from Sweden, and I thought I should do a quicker update on my gastric bypass surgery because today is actually 4 months since I did it. Can you believe it? 4 months. I can't believe it, it's gone that far already. But I also want to do a trigger warning because I'm gonna show some pictures. It's not easy for me to do that because I don't think I have ever posted anything like that. But this is because if people are interested in everything, they want to know a little more maybe how it look like. And you can't always show it by just talking, you need to show pictures maybe. And it's not comfortable pictures for me, but it's to show that it actually works for me and it's still going in the right direction. And the most positive things so far is that I lost a lot of weight. My blood pressure medication is gone because I don't need it anymore, and I actually feel better in my body. The hardest is that you have alarm on all the time for food, and you need to check when you're gonna drink because it needs to go a certain time, like 30 minutes between food and water, and that can be a little hard with some days, but mainly it goes very well, and I have gone times at work that work for me, so I try to keep the similar type of times even during weekends to make it easier because the body gets used to things too. And I eat most of the time every third hour, and I try to stick to something similar. Sometimes it goes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter between, but it depends on the situation too, because sometimes you can't plan exactly the times. You need to do the best of everything, and you need to plan your meals. So that can be a little boring, especially when it comes to Sunday. I realize I need to do things for work because you can't live on sandwiches and that type of stuff. You need to eat protein and you need to eat good food, and you need to eat your supplements twice a day too. At least I have to take my supplements twice a day because I have that type of supplements. So it's 2 tablets in the morning time and 2 in the evening. But I still have to wait later in the morning before I can take them because I have feral sickness too, so it don't disturb that medication first. But that one I take when I wake up, so it has to still to go at least 4 hours before I take my morning ones. And what's more going on, my hair. I lose a lot of hair. That's it. I don't know what to do. It's even worse than before. I had probably because of my thyroid too, because before, but it went worse. And I'm actually surprised I'm not bald by now because it's falling off. And every time I brush my hair or if I have washed my hair, I can see how much comes off, and that's more than normal. And even Trevor is a little bit annoyed because no matter what you do, you find hair from me. Is that you shed worse than a cat or a dog. Oh, thank you. I love you too. But it's not like I want to do that, but hopefully it goes over. I don't know how long this phase gonna be in because that's the thing that goes on. And of course, you are a little curious about everything. I did my surgery 4 months ago, and that was the 14th of September 2023. I went to Falköping in Sweden, and I stayed over only one night there after my surgery, of course. And everything went well, and I haven't had directly any problem. I didn't directly have any pain either, and I was moving very soon after my surgery too. And if you want to know exactly more about that bit, you can find it in my gastric bypass journey. I have a list for all that videos that belong to that one, and this one gonna be that too. But I thought I wanted to do a little more deeper that really shows how much, and to show or to say why it feels a little uncomfortable to show pictures from this trip is because I don't think people realize how big I was. Because I always try to dress in a way so I hide more or less the figure, or try to find things that is more flattering for me. It's not like you pick the ugliest things that really gonna show up everything. But if I had been standing beside someone, you should notice the difference because it was so big. And when I started the journey, my BMI was actually 38. And I'm 173 centimeters tall or 5'8". So that's enough. Not enough to get the surgery for free in Sweden, but because I had bad sleep apnea, I got it, because then they have other levels. So then I suddenly had enough weight to get a free surgery. But I still don't know how it goes with my sleep apnea. I know that when I follow that app that registered my CPAP, that they have gone down, but I don't know how much. I'm still gonna have to wait some months, at least 2-3 months, before I contact them again and try to do a new thing when I'm gonna check out without using that one and see how it goes from the weight loss. But they couldn't guarantee that I'm gonna get rid of it, so I cross fingers, because I don't want to have that one. But it's necessary. If I don't have it, they can take my license away, because if it goes worse, you're gonna be more and more tired, and then you might end up with an accident, or cause an accident so someone else get hurt or even killed. So I don't want that either, and I don't want to injure myself unnecessary either. But I hope that can help me, because that's my last goal. My first goal on the weight loss was to reach a maximum weight on most places where you can ride an Icelandic horses. On the most places I have reached that one. I have seen people that actually have lower than I have weight right now, but they are more rare, and they have that higher one, but I already passed that one with a bit. And the next one was like also my high blood pressure. I wanted to get rid of that type of medication, and it's not now gone over a month, and I haven't taken any blood pressure medication. And actually recently I got the news from the doctor after have this appointment that I don't need it. It's gonna be now in my journal too, that I don't need any blood pressure medication anymore. So I'm happy. So it's just really one more goal to reach, that is to get rid of my CPAP, because it's terrible. It's terrible to have one. I promise you don't want to have one. It's terrible to sleep. And my mask is only covering my nose. So if my nose got blocked, I can't breathe, because I can't and breathe with my mouth, because then it's blowing a big storm out, and you're gonna wake up, and you wake up Trevor and everything too. You still wake up sometimes when it's a bit noisy, so because it's not completely silent either to use one. So that's other reason. And it's a little hard to be spontaneous and do things if you need to have that with you every time too. So that is my biggest goal. But like I said, they can't promise they're gonna get rid of it, so we have to see. And now we come to the most embarrassing thing. I need to show pictures, and I actually put together 4 different pictures. The first one is from August, and that shows just when I was gonna start my liquid diet. But by that time I have already started to do a lot of changes in my life, because I had started to walk a lot. I already started to take away soda, that type of thing, drinking. I started to drink a thing we call zero, but I had talked about it before. I started to do some arrangement, but I still didn't go that hard all in. And then in August, where the first pic is from, it was time for my 2 weeks liquid diet, and that you need to do that to shrink the liver, else it can be dangerous too, and it can damage the liver, and it can be very hard for them to take it away, because they need to hook it up, and so they can get to the point where they're gonna do the surgery for. But I succeeded to go down even more than I needed, because I didn't get that much in weight to go down, but I thought it was better to go all in than don't do it. And I was walking a lot too. And the second pic is from the day before the surgery, because I didn't have time to do it that early in the morning, because I did this one just before it was time to wash, because I needed to use that special soap both in hair and on bodies to clean my completely clean, and I needed to do that before the surgery in the morning too. So I did take picture the night before. And then the third pic is from the last day in 2023, and I was already done very satisfied with the result, because I didn't think I should reach that far, because I actually come down to a weight that I had around 23 years ago. Yeah, you heard it. 23 years ago, I last time had that type of weight. Oh gosh. And the last pic from yesterday, because I wanted to see if there were any changes, because the last month or two, even the 2 weeks, when I came to around 3 months, I started to get little longer plateaus every time, so it takes longer before I went down, and I haven't went down that much in weight. But they also said that don't just stare yourself blind on what the scale is showing. You need to look at other things too. And if they are working, that means if you do everything like you should, everything is okay, because that is stages, and it takes a little different time for different people too. But as long as things are changing in some type of way, you are doing good, as long as you do what you can. But they can't promise how much you're gonna lose and how you're gonna look like in the end, and the most people gonna reach a lowest to then go up some bit of the way too before they settle on a set point the body want to have, and that's the way you're gonna get. But if you do everything like you should, but they can't promise, because it's individual too. Everybody is different, and I am actually happy that it didn't go too fast, because that it didn't give me that much thing with my body yet when it comes to loose skin, more than the things I already have struggled with during the other parts of my life, because I had been much bigger for many years ago too, when I got my thyroid sickness. Because people forget, you can gain weight of a lot of different reasons, not just to be lazy or eating wrong and that type of things. It's sicknesses, it's hormones, it's stress, it's lack of sleep, you name it. And if you know me, you know I have different type of reasons that could be the main reason why I gained weight and couldn't get down, because my set point was destroyed. But now with the surgery, they have changed it, so I don't know where I'm gonna end. It's still gonna be interesting, but I wanted to show with the 2 last pics, that is 2 weeks apart. It's not much in weight change it, but my measurements change it. That's what I wanted to tell. So even if I don't have the newest measurements yet, I think you can look, if you look at the waistline at least, that it goes in, because I know on my working belt that it's actually changed, because I needed to do new holes and I already went into the new ones. So even if the scale didn't move that much or was standing still for a little more, so I noticed that something else was going on in the body. So it's completely normal, so don't freak out. So I hope people are not rude when I have seen those pictures, because this was very hard for me. But I want to be honest, especially if there are people that are gonna do this type of surgery too. I can't recommend you to do one if you're thinking of it. You need to talk with a specialist, a doctor that are into that type of thing, and you can come together what if that's a solution for you, because it's a big thing. It's not just a quick fix. It's a lifetime change, and the surgery itself is just a tool, and you need to use that tool in a proper way. But at the same time, they can't promise the end result, because it's still so different, and it's still up to you if you do what you want. I don't live after completely forbidding things. I don't believe it, and my dietist told me too that it's not that good if you think things are forbidden. It's one thing if you have decided to not add sugar and that type of things in your diet, but I still want to keep little, but I don't do that much. I still think of the protein and that type of things, but sometimes I can take a little Ferrero Rocher, but that's enough. Some months back in time before the surgery, I could eat a lot of Ferrero and not be satisfied. I could eat other stuff, not be satisfied. I craved more and more and more. And even if I was eating proper food, still craving something, but I didn't know what. But nowadays, I don't eat that much. And even when I prepare my lunch boxes for work, I put in more than I eat. I often throw away some stuff, but I don't have any bad feeling about it either, because then I know that I have enough with me. I eat till I feel enough, and if I have enough, I'm not going to eat more, and then I have to drink, and then I have to eat, and you know, repeat till I've done it at least 6 times. If I'm up much longer, of course I'm going to need to eat more, but I have not been up that much longer, so I need to take more meals during the day. So 6 meals is what I have. So 3 is the standard one with breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then you have 3 snacks in between. And of course water. Or something else that is good for you to drink, because you need to stay dehydrated too, because else it's not going to work. So the most important is eat your protein and drink water or something good. Not alcohol. It's not that I'm talking about. It's water and similar type of things that are good for you, because else this journey is not going to work. And of course you need to move too. But I move a lot in my work, so right now when I can't stand the weather, because I have cold asthma and I react on it too, so I had to take now actually medication for it, so I'm gonna feel a little better. So I'm gonna wait till it's better weather. Else I walk a lot at my work. I do at least 10,000 steps mainly, even up to the double, and I carry a lot of heavy car stuff all the time, so I do a lot. But I might start soon with some extra exercise. Maybe I buy some weights or something and check if there's some type of training I can do at home before I even start to think about maybe go to a gym or something, because that could be good too if you have done this type of surgery. But that is in the future still. So I think this video might be a little longer than I expected, but I want to show you that I haven't put any forbidden. So I'm gonna see if I find this picture of this thing I was trying to eat during New Year's Eve, like a dessert after I've been eating everything else during the day. That was good. And we bought this panna cotta. Nothing wrong with it. It was delicious in some type of way. If it was the old me, I should be eating everything without a problem. Maybe wanted something more, because it should be probably very tasty. But it was too much sugar. I couldn't eat it. I had to give over the half to Trevor because he liked it, because he ate up his very fast. And I said to him, do you want the rest? And he didn't protest at that one at all. But if I find a picture on it, I can show you. Else I'm gonna try to find things that I can have sometimes, like something a little more fancier to eat. If you have like a fika or something, or you have people over, so you know that you can actually eat something yourself too without having too bad thinking or thoughts about it. So we're gonna see. And maybe I do a video if I discover something good that is easy to make and that actually suits even if you have done gastric bypass or gastric sleeve or another type of surgery that is for bariatric. You know what I mean. Now I'm not gonna keep you busy, so I hope you like this update, and don't be too rude in the comments, because I really shoved the most hurtful part of myself, pictures of me, and not the fancy side you want to see, but at least I'm true. And if you are one of those that are gonna do this type of surgery or even thinking about it, at least I have shown the true part of me. And this is how far I have reached so far, 4 months later. And I'm actually very proud of myself, because I feel so much better and everything, and I hope the future will be even better. Thank you for watching, and be nice. Love you all.